everyone, it's Ann. I'm here to do a bonus lesson for my year. It's my week, and this month's prompt is to take trash and make it pretty. So that's what I'm doing, and what I thought would be trash or donate are some of my children's old blocks from when they were little. And I thought, what could I do with these? Instead of tossing them out, what could I turn them into? So I went on Pinterest and I found some ideas. They were mostly people taking actual wood, and these are wood blocks, but these have been painted. They were taking blocks in their natural state, wood, lumber, actual wood that you would get at your home improvement stores, and altering them. And instead, I am taking actual children's wood blocks and I'm altering them. And I thought I had turned my camera on in the beginning, and I didn't. So you're going to get me coming partway through this, not halfway through. Just a little bit of the beginning is what I missed recording. So enjoy my process. Sit down, relax with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, and enjoy. Thanks for watching. I'm going to come in and I'm going to add some more scrapbooking papers, and I'm going to glue them on using my gel medium. Gel medium is a thicker type medium to use for thicker papers. So if you don't have any, I suggest you go out and get some. And it doesn't have to be an expensive brand. I use Blick acrylic gel medium, and it works really good, works fine. I've never had an issue with them. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to add some more papers to the side as well as to the back. Or I might just leave the back the way it is, because I want people to see that I altered a block, all right? So I may just leave the back the way it is and add something to the sides, all right? So I'm going to measure this out, and I'm going to glue it on off camera, and I'll be right back because you don't need to see all of that. All right, so the sides are pretty dry, and the way I get the excess gel medium off of, from behind this, and to get it to go flat, I run a gift card or a credit card, old credit card or an old ATM card to flatten it. All right, so it's good and flat, and it feels pretty dry to where I can work with it. And I'm going to again take my sanding block, and I'm going to sand the edges of these scrapbooking paper. I'm going to sand the edges a little. Kind of, rough it up a little, make it look old. All right, that one kind of lifted up a little. I can fix that later. All right, I'm going to zoom out just a tiny bit. There we go. And I'm going to take a baby wipe again and wipe off the excess dust from it. Okay, so there you have it. And then I'm going to, if I can find my pieces, I know I have them here somewhere. All right, so I've got an aluminum can that I have flattened out by running it through my Sizzix Big Shot and embossed it. And so what I did is I cut a piece out, and I'm going to use this as my door. So I think I'm going to put it right about here. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to add some ink around the edges. So I'm going to get some ink for that. Create a little more depth. I think I'm going to use a makeup sponge to do this with instead. Okay. And before I add the door and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and I've got these little nails. I've had them for a long time that I got at an estate sale. And they're perfect size to hammer in this number. And this is from the Tim Holtz line. And I'll be right back to get my hammer. I'm going to hammer this on off camera so it doesn't make too much noise, and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and nailed on the number. All right. So now I'm going to glue on the door, but I'm going to take some ink and ink around the door. Actually, I think I'm going to put the whole thing on there. Rub the whole thing on the pad. Give it some color so that you can see the embossing better. Okay. Right about here like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess glue that's come out from underneath it. Oops. Just be careful because if you cut out aluminum cans and things, just be careful not to cut yourself because the edges can still be kind of sharp. Okay, there we go. Alright, and next what I'm going to do is, I've got these brads, but what I'm going to do with the brad is I'm going to cut off the ends of it, okay, just like that, so I just have the end of the brad, and I'm going to glue it on as a doorknob. Okay, so it's gonna glue. I gotta let it stay there, and whoops. Okay, hang on a second. Right about. Whoops. Should have used my pliers for this. Or my tweezers, I mean, not pliers. I had a pair somewhere, and I don't know where I put them. This way your hand doesn't get stuck to the glue. It's coming undone again. Come on. And I apologize for all the background noise. If you're hearing wind noise, it has been extremely windy here in California where I'm at. I live near the Delta, which is a body of water that flows into the Sacramento River, and it has been very, very windy. Very windy. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. In fact, I'm going to help speed it along a little bit with my heat gun. Let's hope it stays. If it doesn't, I'll have to re-glue it again. I may have to use some super glue, but we'll see. We shall see, won't we? Alright, so I'm going to set aside the block for a minute while it's drying. Alright, I'm going to set that part aside, and I'm going to work on the rooftop, which is this triangle block that I have. Alright, so I'm going to take some paint, and I'm going to go around the edges with the paint. If I can get it open. There we go. My hands have been giving me issues, and I just got paint all over me. Oh well, right? Kind of like to give it kind of an uneven look. Kind of like that. Fix the back here a little bit. I think I'm just going to paint the back of it like that. I do like that one too, so let's see. I'm just trying to see what would look best. I kind of like that one there, so I'm just going to glue it on, I think, or maybe I'll hammer it on. I think I'm going to put nails in it. So I'm going to nail this on, and I'll be back in a minute. So I hammered on that charm. And then I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to come back to this, and hopefully it's pretty dry by now. Okay, and on the sides, I'm going to take some modeling paste, I think. And let me see if I can find a stencil that I want to use. All right, so I'm going to use some texture paste by Ranger. Hopefully it hasn't dried out. It's not going to work right. Oops. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to do the other side. I moved. Damn it. Didn't work out very well this time. That's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, because I like the imperfections actually. It makes it look, I just kind of like the imperfections. Okay, I need my black again. My black ink. Now I like this hand. It's a eyelet, but I'm going to see if I can't pound it in somewhere. So I'm going to do this off camera and I'll be right back. After a little bit of difficulty getting it in, it worked. I pounded it in. That's why it's great to work with wood blocks, because they work really well. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue the rooftop on. All right, and there you have it. So I hope that you enjoyed my little take on taking your trash and making it pretty. All right, using what you have on hand, and you know, what could be one person's trash is another person's treasure. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed my little take on it, and that you'll go out and be inspired to make something similar. All right, so thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I shall see you next time. And if you're interested in joining the My Year Facebook page, I'll post a link down at the bottom to that, and just head on over and request to join. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time. Toodles, have a wonderful day. Bye.